Hi everyone, it is me, Sailor Moon here, and it's me, Sailor Pluto or Sailor Underworld here, and today we're going to talk about worship in Sailor Moon. Now I know worship isn't the first thing that comes to folks' minds when they think of Sailor Moon. They think of many things. They think of Dawnland. They think of they think of one of the most beloved drawing shows or drawing films. They might think of friendship, but they don't really think that much about worship, and in their belief they might think worship doesn't do anything. Now, a lot of folks out there might forget that there are two worships that tend to be shown in the Sailor Moon world. Christendom, which is shown, and also Shintoism or whatever, the way of the gods. Now, keep in mind that a lot of folks out there are going to say that, oh, they just put that in there because that's how true life would be like. Yeah, that is true. But a lot of folks out there know that Deacon CLOVERWAY had to skim and clean out worship out of Sailor Moon as much as they had to skim and clean other things. Now, Viz, shifted out the words anytime that Ray's grandfather or Sailor Mars Ray's worship house is talked about. They do talk about it as a worship house. They do bring up folks going there to get blessings or to, and to worship. So that comes up a lot. The other time that Christendom shows up, it first happens when Zoisite is after the Rainbow Hearst, and one of a holy man who happened to have been one of the sundriest, one of those sundriest folks that was born with the Rainbow Hearst in them. So they did not know that they were a carrier, and they didn't know there was a fiend that would come out once the Rainbow Hearst was taken out. Now, in Deke, they really didn't say that it was there, but they really didn't say much about it, except at the end when God, and working through Sailor Moon Hills, the holy man, he goes, "Fighting is a bad thing in our lives. We must find a way to purge it from our lives," which was not what he said, but that's what he said in the Viz take. And totally in Viz's take, he said, do you believe in God? Well, I do. Go to your fellow man, your fellow woman. And he was the only one of the Rainbow Hearst carriers to not be knocked out after being, after the fiend was casted out of him. He doesn't show up anymore, after that. He's only in one time. Molly went to see him when she was still sad about Nephrite. And later on, now Shintoism comes back into play again, because you'll have Ray's grandfather in the worship house always being there, because it was one of our meeting steads, I guess you would say. You want to go on, Sailor Pluto? Oh yeah, you're right, Sailor Moon. By the time Christendom is ever brought up again, it wouldn't be until the fourth following of Sailor Moon, when Tiger Eye, believing that a holy woman might have Pegasus or Helios in her dreams, and believes that going after her, that he'll get it, and lies about, and then wants to lie, about, about his belief. Hi Mimi. Okay. I guess you won't let them out, I guess.
Yeah.
Hi Mimi. Hi Pup. Don't pull my pants down. Put my lungs down. And then, now, that's how CLOVERWAY handled it. But with Viz, they handled it like, they handled it with, they handled it where, Tiger Eye made fun of her for her believing that, God and Jesus don't care about her because they didn't come to stop him from looking at her dreams. But that won't be the last time that Christendom or Sintonism comes up, because later on, by the fifth following, there is a holy woman who also moonlights as a film overseer and has the free lights doing one of their song films, I guess. So yeah, and she's also one of the ones to Sailor Galaxia, since I guess it was Sailor Iron Mouse or Still Mouse after her at that time. But at the end of the day, most folks don't really, think of, worship that much in Sailor Moon. But it does come up. And it was one of the things that Deacon CLOVERWAY had to skim. Ow.
Go on, bother.
So, alright. That's going to be all for the... We're going to go back... I want to go back to you, Sailor Moon. Oh, alright. Thank you, Sailor Pluto. At the end of the day, it is what it is, But it looks like this film's, coming to an end. But if you like this film, then follow us over here at Sailor Moon for Life. Watch the other film we made early this morning where me and Sailor Earth, Ernest P. Worrell, talked about Sailor Earth. Also share and playlist this film. Also fun this film up. And when you're following, hit that ringer when you want to know when another upload or a live stream or a short has been put on this fairway. I, Sailor Moon Serena, and I, Sailor Pluto, Sailor Underworld Tissa, we hope you like this film. Goodbye. Farewell.